Hey, he's still Brandon and I'm still Stuart, and it's 8 o'clock on a Tuesday morning, so it must be time for trash talk.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the show.
Yeah. And this is going to be kind of a different show because generally we get together and we say, let's pick a topic. And I said, I'll tell you what,
Yeah,
I'm, this is just going to be unplugged.
great.
I'm going to blindside Brandon this morning.
This is either going to come out really good or horrible.
Exactly. But either way it goes, I just want to let you know that we are brought to you in part by the Patriot Sandwich Company over in Denton, Texas. And all, it's a great place for a great sandwich by a great guy, David Jordan, and his great staff. And they got really great food at great prices. And what other kind of greats have we got there? Great
That's a
sauces,
lot. Yeah.
great fresh bread. He bakes his bread every morning fresh. So you're not going to get a stale hoagie bun and all it's stuffed with a little bit of meat and veggies. Everything is absolutely totally fresh every morning.
You now can pick up his sandwiches, and I don't know the schedule. You'll have to go on their website, and not like at several locations now. He's at that coffee shop.
Yeah, I've been meaning to check with him because he said he wanted to go in that direction and make some sandwiches and provide them to some other coffee shops. We'll have to get a list of that and we'll share it with you on one of our next couple upcoming shows. Find
Absolutely.
out where you can go to get a Patriot sandwich other than driving to the main restaurant over in Denton, which is really not that bad of a drive.
It's really not that bad of a drive.
No,
but there's a location here in Frisco. There's a location. Yeah, I'll find out.
Yeah. All right. We'll get that information. All right. So, I thought I'd start off. Have you ever been to a shrink?
Shit. Oops. Sorry, I just swore. I'm out of here. I got another show to
do. Well, because one of the things, if you ever go to a shrink, they do that word association thing.
With my shrinks didn't do that with me.
Really?
You notice I said shrinks. Yes.
They probably thought this guy's so far beyond the word association test.
But yeah, I'm interested. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. And I thought it might be fun if I just throw things out and you tell me what's the first thing that pops into your head.
This could be dangerous. Okay, let's go.
Well, I'll start off really simple. If I said something like cat,
mess.
Yeah. Okay. And if I said morning,
very early for me. Yeah, very early morning. Yeah.
if I said hot,
Texas.
Okay. See, now that this guy knows the drill because I figured when I said cat, he'd say dog. And when I said, hot, he'd say cold.
No.
Or something like that. So
I know what's in my head. I know what comes in my head.
Yeah,
I just tell you the first thing.
Yeah, you're more creative, and you're also, if I was a true therapist, you'd probably be trying to throw me off base.
No, you guys therapists are way too expensive to be wasting my time. So if I wanted to throw dollars out the window, I'd just go to a casino. I wouldn't go to a shrink.
So what if I said something like magnetic?
Well, so right now, the first thing that I think about is Magneto from the X-Men. Hey, you want to know? There you go.
That's right. All right. And if I said uncontrollable.
Uncontrollable. God, I don't know. I go blank.
Look in the mirror.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Uncontrollable. I don't know. Toddlers. Me sometimes.
Well, I'll go in a little different direction. I'm gonna ask you some questions.
Great.
That I think
it was a great show. Huh? So happy I'm here.
Yeah. If money was no object, where would you live?
money was no object, where would I live? I don't have a particular place state, but I would definitely live in some mountainous region, nature thing. I don't know what state that would be though. I can't say.
Well, I mean,
Um,
if you had a lot of money, I mean,
I'd have multiple places.
where in the world maybe would you go?
I'd go to Italy. Yeah.
There you go.
And nobody'd ever see me again, except for on here.
And buy a big house right next to the soccer stadium.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably have a wife just because they're Italian. And I figure like, that's what would happen. So, I mean, I'd hate to say that, but yeah.
What's a mistake you keep on making?
I feel like we've been down this road. I hate this. The mistake is my internet keeps going out. Yeah, again, just overextending myself. That's just overextending myself over and over. And I'm real good at it. I'm real good at getting a lot of stuff done, and I'm real good of adding more stuff to the list. That's horrible. I just keep doing it. It's worse. It's awful.
And do you keep saying to yourself, I got to stop doing it?
I keep telling myself, Brandon, you already know you're doing it. Like before it's even done, I already know. Like before I even do it, I'm like, guess what I'm about to do this week? Overextend myself.
And then when you do it, you say, and then you have a what is it? I forgot her name. Oops, I said it again.
Yeah, yeah.
Oops, exactly. I did it again.
Yeah, you should forget that name, but that's okay. I digress.
All right. Hey, have you ever met one of your heroes?
I don't know if heroes, but I never, but yeah, somebody that I've really like wanted to meet. Yeah, I have. Absolutely. I mean, I met The Rock. I wanted to meet him. He's not my hero, but he's awesome. Yeah, I wanted to meet him for sure. He's definitely on the list. I did get to meet Tony Bennett for a very short little brief. Wow. Yeah, that was a really awesome.
What were the circumstances of that?
I went to a book signing of his, and this was back in Michigan, and I was at a Borders, and the line was wrapped around the building. So,
oh yeah, I would think so.
That was cool. Kat Von D was another one. I just did a podcast, shameless plug, on the Life of an Average Joe, where I talked about having drinks with Chaz Palminteri. That was probably one of the coolest things I've ever done in my life. I'll be honest with you, because this wasn't just like, hey, we happen to be in the same bar. Like this was, I just came from a show where I got to shake your hand. You went to this bar, and you and I are sitting at this bar, and I'm talking to you for an hour. This was like an actual, like no different than you and I. That was probably one of my coolest things too.
That's neat. Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. What about you? I'll flip it on you.
Actually, I was just in Chicago recently, and I think that my daughter worked for the Chicago White Sox for 9 years, and we got really good tickets in the Jim Beam Club, which is their premier club right over home plate, and I walked in, and Harold Baines, who is a Hall of Famer, and I was sitting at a table with a couple of other White Sox ambassadors and everything. And my daughter introduces me to Harold Baines, and I mean, I remember sitting in left field watching him as a young adult when we lived in Chicago, and he was always such a great straight player. And it's interesting how some ball players, it goes to their head. And there are others that are just really grounded.
That's awesome.
You probably wouldn't know the name Moose Skowron. Moose Skowron goes way, way back. Played in the 50s and the 60s and all. Played with the White Sox for a while. He ended his career with the New York Yankees. But Moose Skowron, I knew him until he passed away several years ago. He was an ambassador for the Sox. This guy was a walking encyclopedia of baseball. He could throw out statistics from, I remember the second inning of a game in 1964 and all when I came up to bat and so was on first. And I'm thinking, how do you remember in such detail? But
right,
he was terrific. So I was able to meet a lot of sports figures that way through my daughter.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Uh, excuse me. Have you ever choked to death?
No, but I've given the Heimlich maneuver to at least 3 people.
Have you really?
True story. Yeah. One of them was Luke, actually, when he was little. Yeah. He was choking on an apple, and it was you got to do it different for the kids.
Right.
He was 2, and yeah, it scared the crap out of me. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Good. All right. I don't mind going out to eat with you then.
Yeah. It's, and a matter of fact, everybody I've given it to has been a child of some sort.
Well, I am too.
That's true.
A
That's
child of some
very
sort.
true. Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
Hey, have you ever had to make a public apology?
What, like Bill Clinton or something?
Well, you threw that out on the table or on the
or
desk.
just apologize to somebody in public. No, I haven't had to do like get on the,
Get
in
up on
front
the
of a
stage and
crowd.
say, sorry, I did that.
No, I mean, no. One day, hopefully, that's my goal.
To be able to do that.
I don't think I'll apologize though.
I know you exercise a lot. So here's a good question for you. Have you ever pushed your body further than you dreamed possible?
I don't know about dream possible, but definitely have pushed my body to a limit. I mean, recently I pulled a muscle in my chest. I thought I was having a heart attack. And I went to the doctor, and that's what it was. I pulled, and I knew why, because I had increased what I was doing, and I knew it, but I thought it was okay. And then like the next day I was like, oh my God, it's not okay. But yeah, I've also pushed myself, like when I've done the mud runs. Have you seen those?
Yeah. Well, I know you've done that stair climb a couple of times.
Yeah, I pushed myself pretty far for that. But the mud run was a little more difficult because of what you have to do, climbing over the walls. You're in the mud, and that was fun.
Kind of taste of what you go through when you're preparing for the military.
That's what it reminded me of. There's buddies of mine up in Michigan. Shout out to the Notes Magoats crew. He just did one. He just did a pretty intense run.
Really?
And he told me he threw up in it. Like he threw up, and I guess they're doing it next year. I'm going to try to hook up with him and do it. Who doesn't want to go throw up in the
I was going to say, that's a good reason to want to enter.
Sign me up.
Because, and then they give you a good pasta dinner the night before.
Right. They give you, after you throw up and you half die, they give you this little dollar store medal, and they're like, thanks for coming out.
And here's a discount ticket to sign up for next year.
Yeah, here, we'll give you 50% off so you can puke again,
Yeah, that always reminds me of that guy, Joey Chestnut, that does that. He's the one that enters the Coney Island hot dog eating contest every year.
Dude, those guys freak me out.
I mean, I sit there and they've televised that competition every year.
Oh,
this guy's won it for what, 15 years in a row
or
whatever, and he's sitting there stuffing these hot dogs in his mouth, and I'm sitting on the couch going,
yeah, it's so gross to watch him. I've entered a contest, a pie eating contest one time back in Michigan. It was a church thing. It was my church that I was going to.
Yeah,
I got through like one pie, and I'm like, I'm out. I'm done. Like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah. All right, here's another one for you.
Great.
What hobbies did you enjoy when you were young, but you no longer do?
I used to collect baseball cards, all sports cards for a long time, significantly. Not just like, oh, I did it for a couple months. I mean, like for a while, and like got the Beckett and, traded and all that crap. I don't do it. I only have a handful of them now because they're like people that I still like that I want to keep. I don't do that anymore. Comic books, shockingly enough, I don't do anymore. I love comic books, but I don't collect anymore. But I'm starting to I don't want to say get back into it because it's expensive, but I'm starting to like kind of buy a few. You know what I mean? Like, I really want this one. So those are the two big ones for me.
Well, I would
What
think
about
for you because of the your fascination with the Marvel characters and the superheroes and everything to collect some of those really rare original releases and editions and everything.
Yeah, I might get back into some of that. I might hit a show here and there, and
Comic Con.
yeah, I love when I went last. The last one I went to was in Chicago, actually. It was
Uh-huh.
Wizard Con, and it was phenomenal. But it's pricey and all that. I don't really do that as much anymore as I used to. I mean, especially the baseball cards. I mean, they're not worth as much as they used to be. Um, but no, I don't do that. What about you?
I gave up collecting baseball cards when they stopped putting bubble gum in the package.
Well, they did that because it was disgusting.
But I liked it.
You like chew it for 3 seconds and then it was gone.
I used to trade my baseball cards for bubble gum.
Oh my God, you probably got rid of some money there.
Take the package here. I'll give you my baseball cards. Can I have your bubble gum?
God.
Um, what's something that you tried really hard to like, but you just couldn't?
My ex-wife.
And broccoli. And
broccoli.
And not
Yeah,
necessarily
broccoli.
in that order.
Not necessarily. They're both horrible. They both stink. Um,
Okay.
I don't I don't like
You're going to hear about that answer.
I'm sure. You know what? Look, man, the trolls are out there. The trolls are there. Haters gonna hate, man. Um, I would say probably, honestly, most seafood. I am not a seafood guy. But the seafood I do like is kind of unusual. Like, meaning not unusual seafood, but like I love calamari, and there's a lot of people that
Ooh.
can't do that. I love it. Give me some good calamari every day. The good calamari.
Yeah. Ooh.
I've been eating a lot more. I've been eating more fish lately.
Do you like sushi, raw fish?
No, don't get it. Don't understand it. I've tried it because I
Yeah.
think it's cool looking. Like I think it's super cool. And I'm like, hey, that stuff looks great. And I eat it. I'm like, this is disgusting.
Yeah, me neither.
But I love like shrimp tacos, like good shrimp, and I like grilled shrimp. I don't like fried shrimp though. I don't want it. It's weird.
Yeah. All right. So name an activity you used to do when you were younger that you don't do anymore, but you'd likely enjoy if you started again. Other than sex.
When I was younger. Like my parents might be watching this. I don't think they want to hear those stories. Like an activity. God bless America. Let's see. I'd probably play soccer again.
To play the game.
Yeah, like to really play it. Like
Yeah.
I would join a pickup team. I think I'd get into that. I mean, I play with Luke all the time, and that's exhausting.
Well, you work out on a regular basis.
Yeah, I think I would like that. I mean, I did pick up. We did a flag football league when I first moved to Texas, and I really enjoyed that. I mean, I enjoyed it, and I don't even like playing football, but I think it would be cool to just do a pickup soccer, nothing serious. Let's just go, in one of those, like every week we got a game. I think it'd be fun. I'd like to do that.
If a movie was made about your life, what celebrity would play you?
Right now. Okay, what celebrity would play me?
Chaz Palminteri?
Chaz Palminteri. Yeah, Chaz Palminteri. There goes the internet again. He's like 75 now. Like, can I get somebody a little younger?
Yeah.
I mean, please. God, I don't even know. Like, there's people that come to mind, like faces I'm like looking at, but I'm like, who would it be? I don't even know. I don't really look like a celebrity at all. I try to see like who would, like who kind of looks like me.
What do you mean you're not a celebrity? You're a celebrity on Trash Talk. You're a celebrity on the Man Cave. You're the celebrity on The Life of an Average Joe.
It's true, but I'm just trying to think of like what B movie star would be able to. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's a tough one, but I know I would like. a good director. I would like a James Gunn, or I don't want to go like extreme, but like, yeah, James Gunn would be kind of fun to do. That would be cool. That'd be a cool director.
Yeah. Or
I don't know.
Tarantino.
Maybe that'd be weird. I got to think of a celebrity though. That's a tough question. I would, normally I just pop off a celebrity, but I can't even. I'm thinking of some of the younger guys, in their 40s, 50s that are out there that could do it. I
Hey,
can't
listen,
think of.
why not ask The Rock? You've met him.
Yeah. Hey, we look exactly the same. I
Right.
mean, he's just a little bit bigger.
Just a little taller.
Yeah.
Just,
Yeah. I'd be like,
just taller.
I'm like Kevin Hart to him, but the white version,
Right. That's funny. What's something that you probably should do, but you never will?
Yeah, that's a good question. What I should do and never will. Probably something besides eat broccoli, probably something in the like I should do, like I should go like mountain, like rock climbing, like it seems fun, but I'm never gonna do it. Like I should go to Hawaii, but I know I'm never gonna go. I already know that.
Yeah.
It's not on my list. It's never gonna happen.
But you should.
I should. I think you should, right? Like it's Hawaii.
Yeah.
But probably not. I should probably go back to Mexico, but I'm never going to go. I already know.
Well, because if you did, you probably never would
I might not come back. Yeah, exactly. Like it's like there's these places that I would love to go to. Like I think going to like Japan would be epic. And I should plan on that.
Yeah.
But on my list of travels, probably never going to happen. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's probably other stuff that's more simple, but
Yeah. You're better off planning to go to Austin, Texas, or something like that.
Yeah, and I don't even want to go there.
That's a little more in the scope of
Well,
things.
I know when I turn 50, I'm planning a big one. And just for me, like Luke's just going to have to deal with chilling, like he'll be old enough to chill by himself. Well, not by himself, but not with me. I want to go do a trip either to the Netherlands or Switzerland, Sweden, one of those, cold, awesome places. That's my 50th. So
yeah, your birthday's in what, November?
Yeah. So I got like 6 years.
So that'd be a good part of the world to go to in November.
Yeah. I just want to go check it out. Like the obvious choice would be go to Italy, but I want to go check out that. I've always wanted to go to one of those places. So that's what I'm looking for. I don't know